The parched landscape of rural Gujarat in western India. The setting for many tales of hardship and endurance. Our stories are those of artisan women in Kutch and Patan district who have battled drought and disaster for long. No water, no agriculture, no employment. People were left with no option but to migrate. It is in these conditions that SEWA Trade Facilitation Centre realised the dream of alternative employment and life beyond survival. A dream that has now been embroidered into reality. A reality that has touched the lives of many women in Gujarat. A reality born out of the relentless efforts of energetic groups of women.
It was way back in 1987-88 when SEWA first began working in Banaskantha district, and it was like as if we tumbled across crafts. When we went there organizing the women around a water supply program, we saw that when we were having meetings with the women that they were wearing beautifully embroidered costumes. When in the discussion we found that this was their traditional skill, but they had never used it as a commercial activity, or they would earn out of based on that skill. And we soon realized that craft has major potential to develop as an economic activity.
SEWA's initiative began with the study of the craft, a traditional skill that was passed on from mother to daughter. Women embellished meter after meter to take away as their dowry after marriage. The embroidered fabrics were probably the only sprinkling of colour in the drudgery of their lives. Jomi Behen's life is one that finds reflection in many others across the region. With no other means of income, she and her husband, Jairam Bhai, were reduced to daily wage workers. Their income could barely support her household. So, Jomi Behen's handiwork, exotic quilts and embroidered clothes, were sold to middlemen at sorry prices. This was when SEWA entered their lives. Jomi Behen still depends on her craft, but today she caters to a global market. Her husband has also picked up the skill. So while he manages their production at home, Jomi Behen fulfills her duties as a spearhead leader for SEWA Trade Facilitation Centre. She has now travelled around the world, attended design workshops and met fashion gurus to understand the demands and likes of her customers. She shares these insights with other artisans and helps to leverage this art as a commercial skill. As in Jomi Behen's case, SEWA's efforts are based on partnership and growth. The women are constantly made aware of the changing market for their craft. Their own roles are evolved to suit current contexts.
SEWA has basically registered this SEWA Trade Facilitation Centre as a company under Section 25, and I was just briefing the women about this company and what would be their role, because they are going to become the shareholder of this company. So what is their role and what kind of changes will be requiring in the whole operational mechanism. For example, we need to upscale the production base and we need to basically take care of our quality base.
The production process is managed by production centres that operate for specific village clusters. The raw material is distributed to spearhead leaders who are briefed about market requirements. These leaders then work with their groups according to the design specification. When the leaders return, each product is checked to determine its quality level. Payments to artisans are based on this. Products that clear the quality test are sent to the Ahmedabad Centre. There is also a constant effort to improve. In-house designers study traditional and contemporary designs of the community to evolve newer styles and colour schemes. Institutional linkages have been strengthened to cater to the global consumer. At the National Institute of Fashion Technology, the NIFT, a full-fledged production centre has been set up. Here, members of SEWA Trade Facilitation Centre interact with students and trainers of the fashion world. They are trained in the use of mechanized tools to produce standardized products. This centre has the capacity to produce 2,000 pieces a day. The training does not end at becoming fast producers. They also need to be competent managers, for their product is now competing in an international market. So with professional management trainers, they learn more about business and entrepreneurship, systematically setting and achieving goals. And these through a variety of interactive sessions and games. SEWA Trade Facilitation Centre also focuses on market research and promotion to propagate their product as a niche brand. The potential of the e-market is being explored as a new domain. A significant marketing decision has been to evolve a product mix to cater to various price ranges. Differential pricing is also applied on the basis of market segments.
The economy is opening up, the country is liberalizing, and to keep pace, both in the market as well as on the capacity building of the producers and their economic organizations, I think to balance the two is the challenge before the Trade Facilitation Centre.
Trade fairs and exhibitions have been integral to the promotional efforts. Through national and international exhibitions and fairs, SEWA strives to identify buyers and to take the craft to them. These are also a forum for the artisans to meet their customers. Banas craft is a proud mirror of this global accomplishment. It flaunts the myriad exquisite products that have been innovated from a unique traditional craft. Starting with one in Ahmedabad, boutiques are now being opened at the hotels of the Taj Group. These exclusive outlets are an important step towards showcasing the product for the upmarket buyer. And presenting it to the connoisseurs are fashion shows like this. Making inroads into mainstream fashion, the show presents contemporary outfits with ethnic embellishments. These clothes have been specially designed and developed by SEWA Trade Facilitation Centre in association with NIFT students. As a unique tribute, the artisans walk the ramp beside the models who catwalk in clothes embroidered by them. No guesses as to who stole the show. After sustained systematic efforts, recognition cannot be far behind. SEWA's efforts have also been appreciated and awarded. For the year 2003, Ila Ben received the Economic Times Award for the Woman Entrepreneur of the Year.
Our first award winner for the evening, Ila Bhatt, is a veteran freedom fighter of another kind. She has fought for what she calls Dusri Azadi for lakhs of rural women in Gujarat.
Recognition has not been restricted to the country. The art of a region is reaching out to the world as a new product range is being developed for the US and European markets. Japan, Southeast Asia and the Middle East are also being explored as potential markets. These global efforts are only a part of an inspiring movement. Jomi Ben's life is a happy testimony to the change brought about by SEWA Trade Facilitation Centre. Sharing its success with other small and micro enterprises around the world, SEWA's race in the globe has only begun. Many more lives remain to be touched. A new horizon is yet to be reached.